Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Danjo here with part 66 of Final Fantasy IX, PS1 version here on Retro Classics. Hope you guys are all doing well today, and on today's episode, I actually have some very exciting stuff to go over with you guys about this game, which I did not fully understand before. And honestly, a good mystery, or several good mysteries, something feeling mysterious kind of makes it more enticing sometimes. But it can be frustrating because, especially in games, I very much hate, random stuff, which, I get it, is partially why some people are not into Tetramaster because of how much RNG goes into the actual game. And that's fine, but even with random factors, there is still math involved in it, and I kind of hate math, but essentially video games are math. Programming is, yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of code telling the computer how to perform, what to do. It's a bunch of formulas. There's a science behind it, you know? So, yeah, view cards. Moogle's just view the cards. So yeah, I mentioned this in the last episode, and I was like, oh, I forgot to look up what Spirit actually does. And I guess you can't pull it up on the status screen. I thought you could. No, it doesn't actually go down to that? Okay. Is there a different way? No? Just does that. That's all it does. Okay. So Spirit apparently is basically kind of the cheat code stat. And by default, Zidane has the highest spirit in the game. Initially. For base stats. And it affects all kinds of things, Spirit does, so it's kind of accuracy for certain special abilities, like Zidane's Steel, the amount of time that certain effects are active, so positive effects or buffs last longer if you have higher spirit, negative effects like status ailments wear off faster with high spirit. It's kind of your RNG stat in a way, although it is consistent. So I guess that's not a super accurate way to put it. It's basically, yeah, it's kind of your cheat code stat, pretty much. So it's very beneficial for every character to have as high a spirit stat as possible. But that's not the exciting thing. That's not the exciting thing I wanted to talk about. The exciting thing is actually this, and this is from one of the many wonderful Final Fantasy wikis out there, finalfantasy.fandom.com. And I'm just going to kind of go over what they have here on the webpage, because I was going to summarize some of it, then I was like, I'm just going to show like the actual text here. And if you guys want to check this out for yourself, definitely check out that link. That's the link to the actual page right there. And so stat growth. Like when I was younger, when I first played this, and even after subsequent playthroughs, like, if you were gaming in like the late 90s, like early 2000s, odds are you didn't have access like readily to the internet like all the time to check like anything that you wanted. It was a very different time. It was before smartphones. Like, it was kind of a unique thing at the time, at least in the continental United States. To just be able to look something up like all willy-nilly because you're curious about it. So I'll just read this part that I wanted to highlight here. So the only stats that can be manipulated via equipment are speed, strength, magic, and spirit. So essentially the four like main ones, right? That are kind of separated from the rest of the stats. The stats that increase by leveling are as follows. So SPD, which is speed, STR, strength, MAG is magic, SPR is spirit, MST is magic stone, just magic stone, I guess. So that's what they're actually called in game, I guess. So it's the things that you need to equip abilities, and HP and MP. So yeah, there are bonuses, right? So for each one, and it depends, and the equations themselves, it doesn't really matter, but essentially there's a speed bonus, a strength bonus, a magic bonus, and a spirit bonus. So, and it kind of makes sense because like spirit is kind of the cheater stat, and like speed kind of breaks the game, sort of. If you have super high speed, like Zidane with auto haste is like super nice because he just gets his turn like so fast. But yeah, strength and magic max out at 99. So HP mod and MP mod begin at 250 and 200 respectively, and increase irregularly with level. So those just kind of go up at set level, at set intervals, kind of, and don't really matter as much. I don't know if there's RNG to that, because like they don't really have any more info right there, but you can't manipulate it, so it doesn't matter. Each character has a different stat base, and values in square brackets round down. In square brackets round, okay, that doesn't matter. So the stat bonus values start at 0. When a character gains a level, strength bonus and magic bonus increase by 3, spirit bonus increases by 1, and magic stone bonus increases by 5. In addition to these automatic increases, the bonus values also increase based on the stat bonuses given by equipment. There is no equipment that gives magic stone bonus, stat boosting equipment. So a bunch of stuff down here. I just wanted to kind of show some examples of the speed bonus ones. And some of these items we haven't seen yet, but we do have, for example, feather hat and leather wrist and bronze gloves. And like some of these are early game items. So essentially, you can min-max, which is why this page is called min-maxing for Final Fantasy IX. Like, you can augment your stat gains per level. So, for example, and like I made a note of some of these, like, to myself. And this is part of the reason, like, female characters are awesome in this game. Because of items like this, the Kakusha. So it can only be worn by women, and it has some really good stat bonuses, like, per level. I think it does, like, 3 different ones. Like, I think it does speed, magic, and spirit. Like, I think speed's +1, magic is +2, and spirit's, like, also +2 or something like that. And there are some other really good ones that are female exclusive. So, like, the extension has a bunch of them as well. The beret has a strength bonus +3, I think. Yeah, it even shows on the thing, bonus +3. And the glass buckle, surprisingly, has like 3 different ones. Pearl Rouge also has like a bunch of different ones. And they're not always respective, like, to how they augment your actual stats. Like, the bonuses are kind of just internal data. Fairy earrings as well actually have like a bunch of different ones. So Vivi, for example, like, he's actually getting a ton of bonuses right now, because, like, Magician's Robe, Magic Armlet, and Mage's Hat all have magic bonuses per level up. So, like, he's at 45, and that number is just gonna keep getting, like, higher, like, faster. And, like, even though Vivi is not a female character, I know I just said female characters are kind of the best in the game. Vivi is kind of the best character, like, period. So he's always in my party. Like, because he's great canonically, he's great narratively, and he just gets access to some of the best shit in the game. So eventually, and, like, I think you have to have Zidane in the party, like, for, like, most of the game, I'm pretty sure. He's, like, kind of the main character. So, like, given that Zidane's gonna be there, we really eventually will have, like, 3 people that we can decide who they are. And one of them is gonna be Vivi, for sure. But the other ones, like, I don't want this to be the final party. Garnet is great. Eco is kind of better mechanically, and she has Phoenix, and Garnet never gets Phoenix. So, and Eco and Vivi are kind of starting to get along, and, like, I think it's honestly, again, headcanon kind of stuff, but this is also kind of like in-game canon as well. I think it's also good for Vivi to have somebody around his age that can kind of relate with some of the things that Vivi's going through. And honestly, like, you're a white mage and a black mage are usually good to have in a Final Fantasy game, like, traditionally. So really the only other question is, what would the final slot be? Like, I want to say Freya, but Like, we don't have all the characters yet. But typically it's best to go with characters that have been around for quite a while. For the most part, like, we're just... And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you should have Steiner in there if you're going to have Vivi in there. I don't like Steiner. Like, he's fine. He's not that interesting. His abilities are meh. He's a heavy hitter. He hits hard with his sword. And, like, yeah, if I was gonna also have, you know, Garnet in the party instead of Eco, then yeah, maybe Steiner. And then that's a pretty classic group, you know, Garnet and Zidane and Vivi and Steiner. Like, that's a good classic party, you know? But that's kind of ignoring the great things that the other characters have to offer. And yeah, I know Freya's trance is not the best. It doesn't matter, like, to me, personally, because, like, all of other Freya's positives, in my mind, more than make up for it. Plus, like, Freya has access to that female equipment that, like, Steiner wouldn't have, but, like, also, like, it's knight equipment. And Dragoons are just cool as shit, alright? Like, there's one other character that we don't have yet where I'm like, maybe this one, but honestly, Freya's better. Like, I've said it before, Freya's one of my favorites. I'm a little biased. Because, yeah, like, Burmesians, Clarins, like, the Dragoon thing, they're fucking Dragon Knights, like, they're cool, okay? They're just freaking cool, and Freya's whole deal is just awesome. Alright? And yeah, I could have Garnet and Eco, but then you run into the problem of having 3 casters and Zidane being the only one that can do physical damage. So, in my mind, in my book, in my not just headcanon, but opinion as far as, like, party building and classic Final Fantasy games go, like, whether it's one of the games where you have, like, okay, generally you have 4 characters in a party in Final Fantasy. Usually, half of those are magic people and half of those are hard-hitting melee fighters. And then hopefully they have support stuff that complements each other. And that's basically it. So, the other heavy-hitting one, besides Zidane, yeah, I would have that as Freya. So, considering, because, like, I was gonna hold off on some of this stuff, like, talking about it, but until, like, we got the option to have, like, our pick of, like, who's in the party after acquiring all the party characters. But, like, we got Eco now, and, like, I was going to talk about it pretty soon, so, like, yeah, kinda, yeah, that's essentially what it's gonna be. So, these guys, except Garnet, would be swapped out for Freya. But yeah, I had no idea about the min-maxing aspect of that, like, and apparently, like, Ritual Hat also has, like, a bonus. I think it's actually for strength, so that's actually pretty fucking sick. And there was another one. I think it's Chain Plate, but that's way less defense, so I don't want to do that right now. And we're trying to teach Zidane some shit, so... yeah, I'll take a look at the full list later. But, yeah, and I don't know if Lamia's Tiara is on the list. I think it probably is. But... I don't think it's for Magic. Like, it might be. But I know Mage's Hat is, so I'm at least gonna swap this out for Eco. Just because our Magic stat is a little bit lacking right now, but there is time, so... Vivi's also, like, slowly becoming OP, so I'm gonna switch the Magician's Robe onto her. And give Vivi the Silk Robe, and she already has a Magic Armlet, so she's got, like, the trifecta of good shit. And some of the weapons also, like, augment some of that, so... And I know for Garnet, Stardust Rod is one of them. It's probably for Spirit, but... So I'm just gonna equip that on her because honestly her physical attacks aren't really gonna do much. And... I don't know if Gold Choker was on the list or not, so I'm gonna swap... Oh, and... Germanus Boots have a bonus for strength as well. So for Vivi, for now... Oh, and Running Shoes have a massive bonus for speed, passively. So, I mean, that's great. Fairy... I mean, I think Gold Choker was on the list. Actually, let me see if it was. This should be fine. I'm just pulling up the full list real quick. Okay, so what was Magic? We Control F, Gold. Gold Choker is Magic +2. So that's not bad. What about things that have multiples? Anklet, which we don't have yet, has Magic +3 and Spirit +1, so that's really good. Yeah, the Kakusha is Speed 1, Magic 2, Spirit 1, yeah. Pearl Rouge is Magic 2 and Spirit 4. Okay. So... something that Vivi can wear? Would be... for his magic stat would be... yeah, I guess Gold Choker is one of the best options. Oh, Magician Shoes is the same thing. So Gold Choker and Magician Shoes both have the bonus of Magic +2. And again, that adds to the bonus per level up. So, And I think Gold Choker is just better, statistically, for the most part. Yeah, I mean, Magic Evasion is better than Magician Shoes, but Gold Choker also reduces wind and raises shadow, so like, that's cool. Magician Shoes don't really do that, so... And yeah, the Kakusha is really fucking good. Oh, right, Lamia's Tiara. Fuck, that's what I was looking at. I don't think that was on the list. Oh wait, it was. This is for Final Fantasy. Yeah, this is for Final Fantasy 9. Lamia's Tiara is magic and spirit +1. Which, comparatively to Mage's Hat, I think that's just magic +1? Yeah. And Ritual Hat is strength +1. Okay. Bandana is probably speed. Spirit and speed +1. Yeah. So I'd rather them be on... Yeah, Lamia's Tiara is better Magic Hat because you also get the spirit boost. Okay. That's good to know. Again, the girls kind of just get the better stuff. Oh, what was the Stardust Rod? Right. Because I don't think the Multina racket has anything. In fact, well, I'm just gonna stop min-maxing here in a second. Stardust Rod is Spirit +2. Air Racket, probably nothing, yep. Multina is nothing, okay. Fairy Flute is nothing. Lamia's Flute is nothing. I guess none of the flutes. Nope, Golden's Flute is nothing, okay. I was just kind of surprised, like, Stardust Rod was on the list. You know, because I was like, I mean, yeah, it was like a special steel that was kind of time sensitive with like the Zorn and Thorn fight. But then later, like, very much immediately later, you could buy it. So, you know. Magic Armlet, I believe, was also a +1. But, yeah. So... Oh, I think Bone Wrist was also on the list. So that actually might be worth it. No? Oh, Silk Robe is also Strength and Magic +1. So Vivi and Garnet are not completely missing out. Yeah, I guess none of the wrist armors. Okay. So yeah, I could have Zidane wear the chain plate because that would be a strength +1. But yeah, that's like a lot less defense. So this'll be fine. All right, cool. But yeah, I had again like this. Like I had no idea. Like honestly, I didn't think. I think what I thought was like. I thought the stats were just like temporary augments with the equipment, and the actual gains in stats were just like static. Like they didn't change. They were just like the same every time for every character. But yeah, I underestimated it. Like when I was younger, I played like a little bit of Final Fantasy VII around the time it came out, and I have my own copy. This was actually the first Final Fantasy game where I did own my own copy. And like, I played the crap out of it. Like, so much. Yeah, I think we're good to go. In case we're not good to go, I'm just gonna do this real quick. But yeah, to me, that was like mind-blowing. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, wow. So yeah, we were right at the cusp. Everything up there looked withered. This place looks totally different. It's so bright, I can't see the bottom. I guess we should try to get to the bottom of this. Eh? Eh? Yeah, let's go down there. That's a den. I found something here. Maybe it'll move like the last one. It didn't move when I got on. You stood on it? Well, I guess I'm a bad example for children. Why don't we all try getting on? Yeah, that's probably why it didn't move. Wow, when I got on, I felt it respond. I guess we're in luck. It's like, oh shit, we're going up. Not that they know where they're going. Like, whoa. Sure freaked me out at first, but there's no wind or anything. I guess that glowing powder is stopping the wind somehow. Yeah, I don't think it's powder. You okay, Garnet? Yes. I wonder where we're going. Yeah, me too. Maybe Mom can tell us something. What do you feel here in the Leafa tree? Sorry, I used to call it Leafa tree when I was younger. Because, I don't know, leaves, trees. We're on a leaf-looking thing right now. Again, it was kind of dumb, so... Oh, kaboom, oh, kaboom. Really? Kaboom. Alright, thanks. Kaboom. Well, what's the word?
Mog senses a lot of life beneath us. Moogles are fairies, so they sense life everywhere. Mog says there's a whole lot here.
Oh yeah, I'm glad they actually covered that, because I don't think they clarified that before. That Moogles are fairies? Like, I mean, pretty sure that was one of the first things they conveyed to the player, like when Moogles were first introduced. Which, don't quote me on this, but I think is Final Fantasy IV. Maybe. Were they in 3? I don't know if they were in 3. Pretty sure they were in 4. I know they're in 5. The Moogle. Oh, and when I say Final Fantasy III, I mean actual Final Fantasy III, not Final Fantasy VI. Are my eyes literally playing tricks on me? Yeah, I think they are. Well. Damn. Sorry, I thought I saw something. Oh, actually... So they've been in every mainline game since Final Fantasy III except Final Fantasy IV. So no, they are not in Final Fantasy IV. Summon in the party. Wait, where? Yeah, what the fuck? I don't remember them being in Final Fantasy III. Hey, Final Fantasy II. Oh, the design was first created for Final Fantasy II. Okay. Oh, guys speak beaver. Okay. Yeah, that famous thing from Final Fantasy II. Apparently, their in-game data was reworked for the beavers in Final Fantasy II. Oh. Doga! Right, Doga's artifact and all that shit. Right. Okay. Right, they're hanging out with Doga in Final Fantasy III. I remember. I remember. It's been a long time since I played that one. Yeah, I could... Okay, I see that. The beavers in Final Fantasy 2, yeah, they look kinda sorta like Moogles, just like a little bit different. Doga. Well, that's the Amano artwork for Doga. Yeah, okay. Right. Right. Right, okay. Yeah, okay, I remember that. Man, that has been a hot minute. I actually kind of really want to play Final Fantasy 3 again. I can't do it on the channel though, right? Because we have... It says copyright issues, but I mean, this game has had some copyright issues as well. Like, if there's just copyright claims, I don't really care. Honestly. I mean, I guess if we hit like enough channel members, I could make some of those an option. Like, some of those options I really want to play on the channel, and I straight up have it in my notes of like, here are the games I can't do because of copyright stuff. Oh, and actually, you know, I need to add to this list Nier Automata, unfortunately. Like, oh, this is for RC samples. Yeah, never mind. This is retro games only. So yeah, you want to hear 6 amazing games I would love to play, but usually have or did, like, you know, there's the fake copyright claim problem on YouTube. Well, not that they're fake, but the incorrect ones where it's like from a cover, not from the actual copyright holders. So yeah, here's the list, and like honestly, all 6 of these I would love to do. Final Fantasy 3, Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together, A Link to the Past. Yes, that's The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Chrono Trigger, Valkyrie Profile, and Final Fantasy IV Complete Collection. Like, each one of those makes me mad that they're on that list, to be real. But yeah, I guess, you know, if we hit enough channel members and they're only copyright claims, yeah, we'll do a members' choice poll where it's like just 4 of those. It's like, here, all these are problematic. Which one do you guys want? Like, I'll do a full series on it, but yeah. Holy crap, we're already 45. Oh yeah, because I spent all that time talking about min-maxing. Wonder if Agents of Kuja are down there. But what's the connection between Kuja and the Mist? Incoming! Sorry, I started that line read as Garnet, and then I was like, that's not Garnet. Just a couple zombos. Actually, I think life also works on the basic zombies. To, like, take them out instantly. Oh yeah, so the other thing that was interesting that I learned on the Final Fantasy Wiki earlier today, apparently you can keep the entire party at level 1 until Pandemonium, which is like a late game area. Like you can avoid experience for that long. Which I was like, what? How? And they're like, yeah, because if you really want to do the min-maxing, like, to the max, that's how you do it. I was like, what? Fucking seriously? Whatever. There's so many strange monsters here in the Aoife tree. Although, like, that is an interesting concept. Because eventually you can like do all kinds of backtracking, and thankfully enemies don't scale to your party. Because I was just about to say, I was like, how are you supposed to win battles if you wait that long? I was like, no, you can just go back to like the earliest parts of the game and fight like really easy guys. Which I mean, I don't think you can go back to Evil Forest, which would be the first encounters of the game. But I'm pretty damn sure you can go back to Ice Caverns, and like, it's the same enemies that are there in Disc 1, I think. Could the mist be causing it? Beats me. Evil Forest and Gargan Rue had unique monsters too.
But if the mist comes from this tree, how come it only appears on Zidane's continent?
I guess there has to be something that channels the mist. Yes, but the question is why? Zidane... What's the matter? Vivi? Oh, I'm supposed to actually go over there and talk to him? Oh, the game's also giving me a opportunity to heal if I need to, I guess. I mean, we're mostly good. I'm just... Alright, I'll just top off here a little bit. Something wrong with Vivi? Wonder what's wrong with Vivi. Okay, fine. Jeez. What's wrong, Vivi? Been lost in thought for a while. I assume. I'm probably assuming correctly, but, you know, well, I am assuming. Oh, Zidane, I've been thinking about the mist. Do you remember the factory we saw in Dolly? Yes, the factory where black mages were being made? Yeah, that one. Kind of culturally insensitive, Garnet. Huh? Black mages? They look a lot like Vivi. I'm also culturally insensitive. Like, no they don't. They really don't, Garnet. You know, this has been like fucking with his psyche really hard, and you're not helping right now. Garnet. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's okay. I'm not upset anymore. About being made and everything. Evie. Anyway, that factory had a lot of mist inside, right? Oh yeah, there's a huge machine filled with mist. That's right, and there were those strange eggs we saw. There's gotta be a connection between the mist Kuja and the black mages. I'm so confused. Another one's heading this way. There's a lot of dialogue. We need a battle to mix things up. Oh, come on. Easy peasy, dog. Steel, white magic, life, boom. Fuck. Oh yeah, I did say we were finishing the Aoife tree in this episode, huh? I don't remember if I reiterated that in this episode, but I definitely said that in the last episode. Hey, I can finally see the bottom.
So deep.
I don't know what's down there, but we'll soon find out. We'll find out soon. Whatever. Doesn't... It means it's the same thing.
Come with me. Are you gonna make a helpless little girl make her go all by herself?
No, we move as a group, Eco. Wait, there might be some monsters lurking there. It might. Yeah, we don't know.
Say Zidane.
Mog said he sensed life down here. Do you sense anything? Mog is also a fairy, Garnet. Yeah, you sense it too, don't you? We don't even need Mog to tell us that there's life down here. You're right. I can tell there's something down here. Yeah. That's really cool. I always assumed that was supposed to be like a harp. Yeah, don't get on. Didn't realize that was an option. There's a treasure chest. Where is it? There should be a treasure. Where the fuck is it? Is it not up here? What could this be? It could be a plant, but it also looks like a machine. Machine? What do you mean machine? Well, it sure doesn't look like any normal tree. Yeah. It's weird enough that the inside of the trunk looks like... The inside of a tree looks like this. Yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh. Wait, is there another one? Yeah. Brigandine. That's my favorite Final Fantasy Tactics reference. Is it armor in this one? Mm-hmm. Oh man. Fucking finally. Yep. And ability up. And return magic? Excuse me? Oh, I know who that's for. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I have 3 mages in my party and none of them can wear it and can return magic. Like, return magic is kind of OP, but... Is that a 9? Does that say 95 for ability up? But it costs 3. Undead killer. I don't want to take off auto haste. So I could be wrong, but I don't think we need clear-headed. I could be wrong. Maybe locomotion though? Might. Possibly. I mean, stop is a real problem. Ooh. Yeah. I'm really glad I checked over there. Again, I don't think this is an exclusive thing. I'm pretty sure fairly soon I can probably just buy those, but yeah.
Monk's a little scared. So that sparkling water is a living thing? It's so pretty. Zidane, come watch it with me.
Alright, fine.
Really? Okay, come here.
But I can see it fine from here.
No, it has to be romantic.
Mm-hmm. Ego, you're not watching the sparkle, are you?
It's watching the sparkle reflected in your eyes, Zidane.
This is what I've been putting Garnet through. Yes. Yes. She is a perfect reflection of your own bullshit, Zidane. Exactly that. I better go easy on her from now on. I mean, he's been better about it. Like, definitely at the beginning of the game, he was just trying to perv on her all the fucking time. You can see some sparkling water down below. It's really pretty. Maybe the mist comes from that water down there. So if the Aoife tree is the source of the mist... yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to do. Pretty fucking sure. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else. Like, I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to look around until we notice that, essentially. Sure, I'm gonna do this. And bam, bam, bam. Oh my goodness, we're almost at an hour. Shit. So, slight spoiler, but there's a boss fight coming up. And I think it might be one of those situations where we need to steal from it because it has some rare stuff. I think. So it might take a while. So I guess we'll just do that next time. Because, like, I would like to get it done now. Because I did say that we were going to finish the Aoife tree in today's episode, but I'm also just behind on recording, so yeah. And, like, an hour for an episode is kind of my limit, you know? Like, I don't like episodes to go longer than that. You know, I don't mind going a little over the usual, like 35, 40 minutes, but not by much. You know, somewhere between 35 and 50 is pretty much where I like to keep it. But anyway, yeah. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course, before we get going, it's time for the outro. Special thanks, updates, all that good stuff. And a very special thank you going out to the amazing people who helped make it possible, the current Arts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novellis Draconis, Aaron Schick, 97 Johnny Boy, and Gaming, Spectec VTuber Financier, H. Ahmed, and The Fool. Thank you all so much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out. Very much appreciate it. And it is very much optional, so you guys are extra awesome for doing so. And if I did mispronounce any of those, my apologies. But yeah, if you want to be incredibly awesome, like these amazing people, and get in on all those membership benefits, and or just help us afford things like snacks and coffee and keeping the lights on, then check the join button down below. You know what I'm talking about? There's no join button for you. There's also a link in the description. It talks about becoming a channel member that does the same thing. But yeah, membership tiers start at $3 a month. That's roughly 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote in the series get made here on the channel via the members' choice polls. It's a thing we do. Wait, did I loop my. Whatever. It's a thing we do once a month for a full week over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So, we will have one coming up for September 2025. And it's more than likely going to be the last week of the month, which, if that is the case, starts on the 23rd. And it's likely going to be deciding something stream related. Because, yeah, we have the next series picked out for everything right now, except for Cyberpunk, and that just started, and that's going to be a huge series. So, yeah, it's. Yeah, we don't really need to pick out a new series, like, anytime soon. But yeah, all the previous members' choice polls, however, are still up over on the membership tab. So if you are new, you can vote on any of the ones that you've missed, and as many of them as you like. So yeah. So even if you're just a member for 1 month, you could vote on all of them if you want, and you're still gonna be influencing the content that gets made here for quite some time, because retroactive input on previous polls is considered for future ones. This is, however, an approximation of future announcements from the past. So if you want all the announcements as they happen and the bell does not work for you, I get it. The bell does not work for me, but there are 4 other ways to stay up to date. We have the post tab here on the channel, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, and the Discord. I always post on all 4 whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those down in the description, also on the channel banner. But yeah, that's gonna do it for now. So, thank you all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you all have an incredible day.